Law is a Jealous Mistress by Joseph Planck. Blackstone compares law to mistress that likes to leave alone. Law is a subject that should be studied in isolation. Thackeray describes a great lawyer as a man of great intellect whose mind is free of higher thoughts, wisdom, and philosophy of historians, free of fancy imagination, free from love, art, truth, etc. He is neither able to cultivate friendship nor do charity. He is unable to admire beauty. His entire focus is on his subjects, which is law. According to Joseph Planck, the horizon of law is as broad as human life. Juvenal opines that a lawyer ought to be aware of the hopes, fears, anger, and pleasures of mankind. Dion Leon Green believes that for a law student, the study of language and literature is important because it gives him the power of thought and articulation without which a lawyer cannot function. This subject actually improves the communication skills of the lawyer. Natural sciences also help a lawyer to understand the world. Subjects like sociology, psychology make a lawyer aware of the problems of the society and human nature. Similarly, philosophy also enables a lawyer to understand life. Therefore, different subjects provide immense knowledge to a lawyer. Thus, it is said that a lawyer today must also be a scientist, economist, and a sociologist. Joseph Planck believes that law cannot be studied in isolation. He says that the lady law requires a host of bedfellows. It is said that the law provides justice to the person who has been wronged. The end of the law is to attain social justice. Thus, law is useful social device just like taxation, which is also a way of exercising social control. Lord Macmillan is of the opinion that a lawyer cannot be called truly learned if it confines itself only to statutes and reports. A lawyer should also act as a counselor. In other words, he should be aware of human nature and problems. Therefore, nothing human must be alien to him. A lawyer without knowledge of history and literature is like mechanic. But when he possesses knowledge of different subjects, he is called an architect. Thus, a lawyer must not confine himself only to the study of law. In conclusion, therefore, the proverb, law is a jealous mistress, is a fallacy that needs to be buried in grave. In other words, the statement that law as a subject does not require bedfellows, other disciplines, is a false notion. So we can conclude by saying that a lawyer can become a master in law only by attaining knowledge of other subjects. Likely questions: Joseph Planck very systematically refused the statement that law is a jealous mistress. How does he do it? Second, why does Joseph Planck say that modern lawyers should be political scientists, economists, and sociologists? Lastly, in the essay, Law is a Jealous Mistress, what is the author trying to say?